Hello and welcome to another episode of Destination DC, a partnership between WBDC and Visit Du Bois County. Speaking of Visit Du Bois County, Jessica's in the studio with us today.
Hi,
Jessica,
Ty.
hello. We've had a big weekend. We just
We
came off a
did.
big weekend. It's a special time of year in Du Bois County.
It is. It is Christmas season, and we are so excited. This weekend was amazing.
I don't know what happened with the weather, but I hope that happens every year.
I know it didn't feel like Christmas, but that's okay.
It got a little
because
chillier on Sunday, but Saturday was gorgeous.
It was gorgeous, and we saw the crowds. It was a beautiful weekend and very successful for our local partners.
A very successful weekend. It might be an understatement. This year, due to just how things fell, was something that doesn't happen very often. The conversion of two of the biggest celebrations in Du Bois County, which is the Ferdinand Christkindl Mark and the Huntingburg Christmas Stroll on the same weekend.
It was. So when we found out that they were going to happen on the same weekend, one of our initiatives as the tourism office in the county was to get these partners together and really buy in on, this can happen and it can be still successful to share a weekend of Christmas festivities. I know there was some concerns, but I think the after effects, everybody knows that we had a wonderful weekend and it really drew a ton of people into town.
It was a great partnership, and instead of looking at it as, oh no, it was, oh yes,
It was.
this is going to be good for everybody.
It absolutely was. And I was in Ferdinand, I was in Huntingburg all throughout the weekend. And I talked to a lot of people from a lot of places. There were people from Owensboro, Indianapolis, Evansville, Newburgh. And they were all just touting how wonderful our community is and how blessed we are to have these wonderful celebrations.
It's a special time of year in Du Bois County, the holiday season. And of course, we've been talking to Huntingburg and Ferdinand, but Jasper's up next with the holiday season. We've got Nancy Eckler with the Chamber. Hello, Nancy.
Morning. I'm happy to be here. Thank
Yep.
you.
Always a pleasure to see you because Jasper begins its Christmas celebration.
Well, actually, kind of kicked it off this past weekend also with a kind of a holiday shopping in the downtown Jasper area.
We're going to be
And,
talking shopping a lot here because we got some big days coming up.
Well, I think all of this really focuses around shopping, and that's what the intention is, to bring people to shop here in our communities all over Du Bois County. And the merchants downtown, they have a holiday season pass. And so you can get this card. I don't know where to hold this here.
That works there.
You can get this pass now in the businesses through the end of December. And then you have the opportunity to win one $500 shopping spree prize and five $100 prizes. And all you have to do is get your card, like mine has been started, stamped or initialed when you go to any of these, about 20 different merchants in the area, all the way from, I'll just read a couple off, Card Guys, Sports Cards, Chocolate Bliss, Snaps, Tell City Pretzels, Occasions. So many, many businesses. And there's no amount you have to spend. You just have to spend something while you're in the store. So
You
they
get a
kind of
stamp.
removed that minimum or maximum purchase amount and just made it. So then when you get your five checked off on here, then you take it to one of the merchants, put it in their box, and maybe you have a chance to get yours drawn out.
Oh, very, very cool.
Yeah, so it should be a fun thing.
Coming up this Friday is what they are calling Pink Friday.
Pink Friday, that is a nationwide event that goes on. And Mariah Schneider, she's with the Greater Downtown Jasper Business Association. She kind of grabbed onto this a couple of years ago, and she's really promoted it among all the stores. So Pink Friday is something to do. You know, you always hear of Black Friday. Well, this is Pink Friday, and it's happening in probably all the stores around the whole United States this weekend. So you'll hear more about it, but definitely encouraging, again, to shop local.
That is so important as we head through the holiday season and all the communities around here because you got to keep the money local. And Nancy, you've been with the Chamber for many, many years, although you're not that old. One thing that you know that these business owners obviously live in the community, work in the community, they're part of the community, and how many organizations and little league teams and come in through those doors every day, asking for donations for this, for that. And these businesses are able to do so only when that money stays here.
That's right. They have to have money in their cash registers, you might say, in order to dole it out to many of those organizations that they support so fully, because those organizations are also make our communities what they are. If we didn't have the PTAs and the little leagues and the churches and all of the organizations that make our community what we are, we wouldn't be the great communities here in Du Bois County.
Jessica, and you've seen it as well with the tourism, that we are such a unique area. We have such unique shops that you just don't find everywhere else.
Yeah, the mission of our communities of investing in our downtowns has been tremendous, with the revitalization of Jasper and the downtown in Huntingburg and now Framing Ferdinand. I think with us investing in our downtowns, it is helping them tremendously that we can sell Du Bois County as a destination for people to come here and experience everything, shop local, and have these unique shops to just like browse in.
And these events that are happening, and you see more and more events coming up, is for a reason. When people come into this area, they want something to do. And when there's always something going on, this community's got it together. It's fun. There's a sense of pride. There's a sense of community, and it pays for itself tenfold when you can provide those kind of things. Now, we talked about Pink Friday. Obviously, there's Black Friday coming up, but there's a very important day between Cyber Monday and Black Friday, and that is Small Business Saturday. I know that's probably one of your favorite days of the year, Nancy.
That is also Small Business Saturday. And, through the chamber, we don't represent just the downtown in our communities. So we love when people come to the community and they shop at like the True Values and the Green Thumbs and, all those that are not necessarily on Main Street, but that they shop in our whole community. Or they get some of the other services. We have a lot of medical facilities. We have CPAs and attorneys, and people come here for all of those reasons. So we want to make sure that the whole community is promoted. And so with Small Business Saturday, that is also a way to help promote locally owned businesses, but also just kind of staying local when you do your shopping. Don't go to Evansville or Bloomington or Louisville or wherever you go. Go ahead and stay in Du Bois County. You can get a lot of shopping done on that Saturday also. It's the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
And there's so many benefits to shopping local, because not only do we have stuff you're not going to find anywhere else, obviously you get the instant gratification that it comes with you into the vehicle, but you see these business owners at church, you see them at the grocery store. There's a level of trust and know that not only are you going to get a good deal, should there be any problem whatsoever, it's going to get taken care of.
It does, and it's much easier to return something if you have to than putting it back in a package and then deciding, where do I take this
Ain't
thing
nobody
anyway?
got time for that.
I'm not sure. And Ty, I wanted to throw in also, in Jasper, we have a Christmas lighting and decorating contest.
Yes.
And that is for homeowners, even though the stores in our downtown have their own tree contest going on, and you can go in and vote on any of those. This is for residents that live within the city limits or within the 2-mile jurisdiction of Jasper, and you can enter in most traditional, best use of lights, family theme, and most original. And we give 3 prizes. The Chamber has been doing this for years, well beyond the years I've been at the Chamber. And we've also always coordinated with the Jasper JCs. They are a wonderful organization. They do the judging. So you don't call the Chamber when you're not happy.
Can't sweet talk Nancy? Okay, can't sweet talk Nancy. Got it.
Yeah, you just let the JCs know you weren't happy with their decision.
So that is something that there's really some beautiful homes around here that really go all out for this.
People go, oh my gosh. And it's really cool because it helps decorate the community also in many ways. And so we have a whole list of people that have entered for years, but we like new entries. And the judging will be on Friday, December the 12th. And you need to get your form in, your entry form about a week before that, so we can make sure that the JCs know where to go that night on Friday, December 12th and do their judging.
Now, we talked about the big shopping events coming up as we head into the holiday season, but once we get into December, it is Jasper's time to shine with its Otanabam Days, which will kick off officially on December 4th.
Well, we do kick that off, but before that, we have a parade.
I jumped the gun.
And we have Santa Claus coming to town.
Whoa!
Which is
when's the Jolly Old F going to be there?
Well, he comes to town the Friday, the day after Thanksgiving,
Okay.
on Friday, November 28th, and he'll be at the fire station from noon until about 12:45. And then we load Santa and the elves and all of these other great people that come down for that. Some people are wearing packages. We encourage that. It's so cute when the kids do that. Or the family just comes along, as a family unit. And we love when they wear Santa hats and things like that too, just to make it more fun. We'll also have some of the royalty from the Strassenfest in the parade this year. And sometimes those, I think, from the St. Patrick's also join in on the little parade. And then the Jasper High School band will lead us to the square where one child who has entered the contest, and I'll show you this little graphic here. We have these out in the schools, in the elementary schools, and they're coming in. The kids are coloring these and decorating these. And so one child gets chosen to not only light the tree, to flip the switch on the tree in downtown Jasper, but to also open the door for Santa and let
very cool.
Santa into Santa's house for the rest of the afternoon until 3 o'clock.
And of course, Santa will be at his house numerous times throughout the Christmas season. If you need to go by and talk to the jolly old elf himself, I'm going to try to get off that naughty list this year. So I need to have a couple words with him. I thought I've been a little better. There's so much going on with Otanamam Days,
Yes.
really not just on the square, but around Jasper. Let's talk about some of the marquee events that are carriage rides. Obviously, with Santa, there's cookies.
So you talk about Otanabam Days, which does kick off that very first weekend in December. And yes, there will be carriage rides on Saturday and Sunday from 12 to 3 that weekend. And also Santa will still be in his house throughout that weekend. And then some of the churches have cookie walks. It's a great way to get your baking done for the holiday season, like I do. And you can do things at the museum. In many of the stores, we have a great volunteer, Mark Nautarski. He has started kind of a artisans on display, you might want to call it, or an artisan walk in some of the stores downtown. So in Quilted Peace, Top Notch Boutique, Downtown Running, Wood Capital, Choco Burst, American Mercantile, Just Whimsy, and Finishing Touches, they will have an artist in their business throughout the whole weekend, either demonstrating their artwork or displaying their artwork. So kind of tie the arts in Jasper in with this event, and then also throughout the year, there'll be several of these artist walks going on.
Such a cool events all throughout. And you know what? It'd be really cool if there was one website where all of this information could be found for the holiday season. There is.
There is.
There
Ty.
is.
DuBoisCountyChristmas.com. We try our best to keep that updated for everybody to go check out the long list of things going on. This
And there is a
holiday
list.
season.
There is a long.
There is. I
where-
got a
where is that?
poster. It's
Look at that.
look at that.
There we go.
There is always something going on, I promise. Go to DuBoisCountyChristmas.com and you will find it there. If you don't see it there and you're in charge of it, let us know and we will add it as quickly as we can. We try our best to make sure that we have everything represented on that site. But it's just an easy way for us to promote all of the things going on. We build that page in particular for the whole season, and we encourage everybody to visit it to see.
We've got
What
the
else going on?
Festival of Christmas Trees at the Du Bois County Museum. You've got the Community Christmas in Ferdinand, the Silent Night in Holland. You've got Celestine's Christmas in Celestine with their lighted parade. It's such a special time of year. When you think Du Bois County and you see the Ferdinand Christkindlmark and, of course, 4th Street in Huntingburg and Otanamam Jays and just the shops and the lights and the music and the smells, and it's just – there's nothing like a Du Bois County Christmas.
There isn't. Every community celebrates in their own special way, and we try to help promote that so all of the people that live in Du Bois County know that there's a way that they can celebrate with their community. So it's an exciting time.
Nancy, anything else that you wanted to mention?
That just sparked a memory for me of the Du Bois County Christmas, that great song by Mary
Mary
Kenise
Kenise.
many years ago. It is such a great song, and it really tells all about what Christmas is like in Du Bois County. So I know you play that on your station quite often during the holiday season. But I wanted to mention that you can get, during Otanabam, you can, of course, go to some of the churches for their cookie walks, but you can also go to St. Joseph Church for a tour and also a tower tour. So you can go up in the tower that weekend. You can just do all kinds of things. And the American Legion on December the 7th, they are having their community Christmas party again, and they've done that for, I believe, well over 70 years.
Wow.
So it's something, the traditions are what's so important. And again, in Jasper, we have the huge community Christmas tree at the courthouse. Come and take your family picture in front of that. It's beautiful. Or take your family picture inside Santa's house or it's standing in front of Santa's house. So you see these things on Facebook quite often where people have taken these beautiful pictures to create memories for their families. And that's what's so important is all of those memories and that the kids remember that and they want to come back and maybe do it with their children as they get older.
Well, Jessica, you?
Just go to visit Du Bois, or not visit Du Bois County.
Well, you can go there too. You can go there too.
DuBoisCountyChristmas.com. This time of year, it's DuBoisCountyChristmas.com for the full listing of everything that's going on in the county. DuBoisCountyChristmas.com.
And on behalf of 101 Country WBDC and Visit Du Bois County, we want to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas. Until next time, I'm Ty Hunter saying so long for Destination DC.